We are joined right now on our Fan Hotline by Sports Director Jeff Hathhorn. Good morning to you, Jeff. How you doing, buddy?
Morning, guys.
Jeff, I'm curious. The coaching tree conversation has come up again as the Baltimore Ravens, they let somebody go. They hired Chuck Pagano, and I have astutely pointed out on Twitter that now Pat McAfee has a larger coaching tree than Mike Tomlin. I've never heard your opinion on it, though. Do you think that the A, size of the staff matters, and then B, what do you make of the whole coaching tree thing?
Well, I think new ideas matter. Size I think matters because that means you're bringing in fresh ideas. You're bringing in different thoughts. There's not just one way to do it. There's a way to lead it. There's a way to form it, and you want to have that central voice, but you also want to have other ideas. Like who could come in and give you something different, maybe something you hadn't thought of. And that's why this talk, of a Mike Holmgren or Bobby Slowick or somebody like that coming in, especially a Holmgren who's been head coach at two iconic franchises, just saying, hey, we tried this, or hey, this really didn't work, or how about this, especially on the offensive end. I look at it more that way. And as far as the tree goes, I mean, it's obvious. I think this, though, too, the Steelers have tended to hire older coaches or retain coaches that get to a point where they don't have options. I mean, obviously Bruce Arians is an exception there, but there's no defending it. I mean, they haven't had young coaches go on and do other things.
Jeff, there's a lot of movement from former Steelers that have become coaches in this coaching cycle. I mean, Randall L., there's a lot of guys, Deshae Townsend, there's a lot of guys, Larry Foote, there's a lot of guys out there that were former Steelers that are coaching in the NFL right now. And most of those guys were under Tomlin as players at one point. Now, people can say, well, Tomlin had Joey Porter at one point, but Joey Porter never played for Tomlin. But the guys that did play for him, why do you think that he has never brought back any of his former players that are coaches now to kind of coach not just positions, but coach the culture that he's probably preaching?
I mean, if you want to be an optimist, you'd say that, well, he's looking for different ideas, and he figures that those guys are going to kind of mirror what he said because they grew up with him. It's a great question because Larry Foote is a guy who's really rising through the ranks and is very well respected. So is Randall L. I know Hines is more of a Cowher guy, but when before Zani got the job, there's a lot of call like, why don't you bring somebody like that back? At this point, I'm not as concerned of bringing those. Like I was saying, I think they need just some new, especially on the offensive end, just somebody that's got a different opinion than what's already been here for the last couple of decades.
It's a 2-point.
Jeff,
Right to the rim.
Zach Austin.
It's a 2-point game.
Right
Here
to the
comes
rim.
Jalen Lowe. Kicks it to Austin. Austin, 3. Zach Austin! And Zach Austin! Zach Austin!
I love that call. What do you think of his performance the other night, man? I saw you at the arena. It's always good seeing you there. 5 blocks and 15 points.
Yeah, he's spectacular. And you guys know, having all played basketball, like if somebody gets by you, your immediate thought is, oh. But when you got someone that can clean up the mess, that can block a floater, let alone a layup or a 3 from the corner, but a floater. I mean, the guy can help change not just what you do defensively, but the momentum of a game. What a huge energy burst it is for a team to have a guy be able to block shots to make. And not only that, what started all of it, what gave Pitt the lead they never gave back, was he's in the corner for a 3, simple head fake. Defender goes by, gathering dribble to the left, hits that 3, Pitt takes the lead, like little stuff like that. Zach he's been big for them. He obviously had the big shot at the Ohio State game, played some great defense. I mean, that's how they have to play. The margin for error is slim. They need to come with that type of intensity, and then you got guys that can make differences. Maybe it's not always on the offensive end, but Austin is a guy who can clean that up. And when you can get a guard now potentially thinking when they're driving the lane, where's Austin? Anything that gets them out of where they want to be, that's an advantage for you.
You think they're back on track, Jeff?
I do. I think they're playing better. I was a little worried coming out of halftime when Carolina had a quick 5-0 run because they didn't seem to be where they needed to be, and Cable called a timeout, and they were able to get it back. As long as they keep that intensity, yeah, I think they're a tournament team. And the game at Carolina is going to be tough, but there are a lot of winnable games on their schedule from here on out.
Jeff, awesome as always. We love that Zach Austin call, by the way.
I love it.
It's awesome.
I love it. That's a great picture of you over your right shoulder, too, by the way.
Can you settle a debate here? What was it? You guys had a debate off air?
Yes.
What was it?
There's a picture. There's a picture, not the one of you and your daughter, but above your right shoulder. I think it's a headshot of you, and Doran doesn't think it's you.
Which one? This one?
No, from the on the other side.
In the middle.
It's black and white photo.
This is great radio.
Yeah.
Watch us on YouTube.
Yeah, that's me.
He's not even looking at it. He's looking down.
He doesn't know what picture he's
He doesn't
looking
know the
at.
picture.
You're talking
Undetermined.
about that one up there, right?
Yes.
Yes, that's me.
20
With my
bucks.
daughter.
20 big ones.
I think it's a nice looking picture, Jeff.
It's a W for Patty Boy.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Carl.
Thanks, Jeff.
Bye-bye.
Jeff Hathhorn.
Thanks for nothing.